toxicity of insane. Video games on video games on video games everywhere. What's going on, Last Lifers? It's your boy Bravo33. This is the Last Life Gaming Network, and we're taking a trip to PAX East. For those of you who don't know what PAX East is, it's a video game convention that's held once a year down at the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center in the Seaport District of Boston. But before any of that, big boy had to get his eat on, you know what I'm saying? So we went on down to this spot called Jim's Market in Medford, home of the B-Boy. What's the B-Boy, you ask? It's a breakfast sandwich that's on a sub roll. It is the ish. It's got whatever you want in it. You want a bacon, egg, and cheese B-Boy? You want a sausage, egg, and cheese B-Boy? You want a ham, egg, and cheese B-Boy? You can have whatever you want on there. So they had this thing on there. I'm looking through all of them on my menu. It's the first thing on there. Ham, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. What's the clogger? Homeboy goes, it's a little bit of everything. Sign me up, you know what I'm saying? So your boy got the clogger. It's clogger. Jesus. Look at that thing. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Heart attack city. If I die today, I die a happy man. So after I stuffed my face with the clogger, it was time to hop on the train and get on out and down to Boston to go do our thing at PAX. We hopped on the train. It's a nice little sight, nice little view. We also saw people scalping tickets. And you got PAX passes? Somebody selling PAX passes? I tell the dude, yo, down the street, got a good boy selling PAX passes. It's crazy to me because I'm not thinking, I've never been to a convention, but I've been to stadium games, football games, basketball games, hockey games. I've been to a bunch of sports games. PAX was pretty much treated like a sports game. I mean, you got scalpers on the outside, people selling merch, people handing you stuff as you go into the convention center. So it's pretty much that same atmosphere if you've never been to one of these. We were finally here. PAX East, we're here, baby. Crazy thing is the way they set it up. You walk through these doors, you come down these escalators, and when you're coming down the escalators, you see this big, vast ocean of people. It's just people and booths and everything everywhere. It's incredible. It's probably the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life when it comes to video games. From there, I mean, all you see is just video games and booths of different things. One of the first things we saw, a buddy of mine that I work with, his buddy is developing a game called Fogs. Fogs is a game that's developed by Bitloom Games. The way it was explained to us, it's physics dogs. So it's two dogs that are combined together in the middle, kind of like cat dog with no legs. So my first impression was, it looked like a double-sided dildo. Yeah, it was pretty much just a double-sided dildo. Game looked cool as hell, but it ain't my cup of tea. But hey, to each his own, you feel me? Then I got bamboozled into sitting in this gaming chair. This broad was trying to sell me a gaming chair. It was freaking awesome. It's called the Cougar Armor Titan. Biggest chair I've sat in. It's like a big boy chair. It's perfect for a guy like me. Big gaming chair. It was awesome. Had all these features. It could recline. You could move the arms. All this incredible stuff. This thing is the best chair I've ever sat on in a long time. Really nice ass chair. Would you agree? I agree. But the problem was, it was $370. Granted, it was on sale. It's $300, but you know, fresh streamer like me, up and coming starting streamer like me, content creator like me, I'm not shelling out with nearly $400 for a gaming chair. I've got what you got called Old Reliable right here. Next game we saw, next booth we got to, let me get all comfortable. Woo. Next booth we got to, it was called Dunk Lords. Now, it seems like this is year 2 for them at PAX, so I don't know if they're all set with everything when it comes on the development side, but from what I saw, the game looked amazing. I was watching, I said, this is NBA Jam. with a twist. It was almost like NBA Jam, and it had these players that had abilities. So it was like NBA Jam gameplay with the ability to like put up a fence when you jumped up for a block. It was different. It was cool. I definitely want to play. But as we come to find out, as I keep going on with this story, we needed to be there earlier if we wanted to even get in line to play any of these games. Next game I saw was for the PC. It was Anti-Graviator. I hope I'm saying that right. Sounds like it's right. Anti-Graviator. As soon as I saw it, I said, oh crap, man, this is FZero. This is just a really good looking FZero. I didn't get much on it. I got a little footage on it, but it's for the PC, which is kind of why I kind of strayed away from it, because you know I'm a console gamer myself. Probably one of the highlights, definitely one of the highlights of PAX East altogether was the Days Gone booth. It was probably the coolest thing I've seen. If you peeped it in the opening of the escalator deal that I had going when we're going down, you can see how large the booth is from there. As you got closer to the booth, they just had cosplay zombies and they would reach out at you, try to scare the crap out of you, doing crazy stuff like that. People were jumping. I caught one guy on camera. He got caught up. Oh, he's out. Ace. Gotta put another one in there. That's great. Got him. Hey, he caught that dude slipping, so you know you gotta watch yourself when you're around that Days Gone booth. And we walked around the Oculus VR booth. They didn't really have much going on, it seemed like, when we were going by. Maybe they were just waiting for people to come try out the VR. There was a little line, but it seemed a little disorganized. But from what I saw, it looked pretty cool. They had this little dance game where you can dance along with the people inside of the VR headset. But you know, Oculus is really established. Still, to be immersed in the VR stuff is just kind of awesome. Another game we saw that's on the Steam platform is Kung Fu Kickball. It's developed by Whale Food Games. It was a pretty cool looking game. It was a 2D kind of side-scrolling deal. Kung Fu fighters are playing a game of kickball. It was a little unconventional, but from what I saw, it looked kind of cool. We moved off a little quickly to that because we were just trying to check out everything. It was insane. Speaking of insane, let's ask Bravo how the whole PAX deal is going. Bravo?
Place is insane. Video games on video games on video games everywhere. Cosplayers, everything and anything. Xbox, PlayStation, PC. It's insane. We don't even know where to go. Insane.
Thanks for the halftime report, homie. Next game we saw was this game called Baron, Fur is Gonna Fly, and to be honest, it looked really, really good. It's a game that's developed by Dogmelon Games. It's gonna be for the Xbox and the PC. It looked really, really good, and for all my wrestling fans out there, and then the bell rang. As soon as the game started, I was just like, it was kind of like this single shot, side scroll. I couldn't say side scrolling because it was a fixed shot, so nothing was scrolling, but it was a fixed shot, and it was just 4 little purple, red, blue planes flying around with gunshots going everywhere. For the amount of time it seems like they put to develop all of the backstory of every single airplane fighter for that game, it looks like they didn't put enough time into the actual gameplay, and I was not impressed. I mean, hey, maybe it might turn out to be an insane game, but for me, from what I saw, my first impression, then me and my buddies ran into this booth called Game Underground. Game Underground is a retro video game store. Not really a retro Steam store. I would call it an independent game store. So I'd say it's direct competition with like a GameStop or any of those video game stores in the area. It's an indie store that provides more than just games. You can go there, you can buy and trade in, you can play arcade games, you can play console games there if you'd like as well. You can play in tournaments, and you can even host birthday parties there. It's a pretty cool idea. Hopefully, in the near future, I could put them as one of my video game store showcase episodes. So here's looking at you, Game Underground. Now, alongside all the booths and all this stuff and all of that, they've got a bunch of stuff going on. There's live Rocket League games going on. They've got Apex Legends tournaments going on. By the way, be sure to watch me on Twitch, LLGN_Bravo33, always playing Apex Legends. Cheap plug. They had a Mario Kart tournament going on at the PAX Arena. One of the cool things that I saw, they had a Speedrunners game going. And now Speedrunners has been out for years, but to be able to sit down and play a game of Speedrunners against 3 other people and then have live commentary going on, you go ahead, just watch the clip.
I don't even know what to say if you wouldn't go. That would be impressive. If anybody can do it, it's you. You didn't take first with a grab by the flip flop. Dylan Unic goes fighting for first place. Oh no! Dylan Shodown glitched down! Oh no! Here it goes, here it goes. Let's see if Unic's gonna get this. Go, Dylan, don't give up! Don't give up! Oh, winner goes to Unic. Nice play, nice play. Dylan, that was an incredible comeback.
It was a pretty cool moment. I thought it was cool because you got live commentary, people are on you, you got a little crowd behind you while you play. Almost like, you know, your dog horse race. Dog horse race? Did I just say dog horse race? Dog race, or like a horse race. That's what I was trying to say. It was kind of cool like that because, you know, you got the intensity of trying to get in first place, trying to beat everybody else out, and you got the live commentator going on at the same time. It was a cool idea. A few of the last things we saw before we wrapped up, we saw this game that was called Ran Lost Islands. It was a pretty cool looking game, very detailed in graphics, and they had maybe about 10 or 12 televisions for everybody to try and get their gameplay on. It was a very good looking game. Definitely gonna be looking out for that. But it is only on the PlayStation 4. So all my Xbox guys, sorry, we're just gonna have to miss out, I guess. I don't know. One thing that I saw late in our day there, it was at the Aorus booth. They had the whole VR setup where you could sit in a chair and play this racing game. It was awesome because when you made a little turn, the whole thing turned with you. It was kind of cool looking. I admired that. Another big budget game that was there was Samurai Shodown, developed by the SNK guys. Looked really good, fantastic, as usual. Not really big on fighting games myself, but you know, I might have to take a look at that once that comes out. It should be coming out soon. It's gonna be out on all platforms. You know, me and my buddies, man, we had a great time when we were there. And there was tons of people there, you know, rubbing shoulders with everybody, just trying to get by, just to see everything. But all in all, man, I'd recommend PAX to anybody. It's a great convention that'd be suitable for all types of gamers, whether you're casual, you're a die-hard content creator like me, streamer, any type of person that wants to check out video games. It's a perfect place to go. I didn't get to record everything that I wanted because I was just so amazed at everything. I was just walking around in awe, like, this is incredible, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been to one of these conventions, and to pop my cherry with PAX East, it was a good way to go. You know what I mean? This is definitely something I'd recommend to anybody who wants to take a look at games that haven't been released yet, games that just haven't gotten the public eye look that it deserves.
Would you agree?
That's all I got for today, Last Lifers. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you can get notifications whenever brand new content comes out. Also, click the thumbs up button if you like this video. My name is Bravo33. This is the Last Life Gaming Network, and that's a wrap for me.
Smiling in your face and shot you in the back. Smile in your face, shoot you in your back. So that as I go, you face that my turn. I am broke. I can't tell them. Trying